Yeah, student, we have another question of the laws of motion. Let's see what the question is saying in this question. The question is saying that in the figure, the block of mass capital M is at rest. Here is a block whose mass is capital M. Its mass is basically capital M, and it is at rest right now. Okay. The question is saying at what acceleration with which should a boy of mass small m. Here is a boy and the mass of this boy is given a small m. Question is asking that with what acceleration or with which acceleration this boy should move up or should climb up on the rope, and here the mass of the rope is negligible, so that the lift so as to lift the block from the floor. The question is basically saying that here a block of mass capital M, and the question is saying a boy whose mass is a small m is just climbing up on this rope, and what should be the acceleration of this boy so that it can just basically lift this block capital M, so as to lift the block from the floor. Okay, this is the question basically. So now let's see how we can solve this question easily. See, when this boy will move up, then a tension force will be developed in this string, or we can say this string will exert a tension force on this boy, will exert a tension force on this boy, and on this boy there is another force will act, that is a small m into g. And this boy, according to the question, the question is basically asking that what should be the acceleration of this boy. So we can just consider the acceleration of this boy towards upward, and let's say this acceleration is basically a small a. So we can say when this boy will move upward with acceleration a, then there will be two force will act on this boy. One is tension by the rope and another is mg due to gravitation. Okay, and as here the string is same, there is single string from here to here, so we can say if here is tension T, here will be also tension T. And when we will see this block, we will find that on this block there is a gravitational force, that is capital mg will work, or another force is the tension by the string on this block will work. So we can say to lift this block upward, this tension must be equal to what? This tension must be equal to capital M into G. And now when we will see this boy, we can say on this boy the upward force is tension and the downward force is mg, and the upward acceleration is basically a. So we can say upward force T minus downward force mg will be net force, or we can say this net force will be m into a, or we can say this T will be equal to mg plus ma. This is our equation first and this is equation second. So we can say what? We can say कि this mg from equation 1 and 2, this mg plus ma should be equal to how much? Should be equal to capital mg, or we can say this ma should be equal to capital mg minus a small mg, or we can say this acceleration a should be equal to capital M minus a small m into g upon a small m, or we can just write like this ki a is equal to capital M by a small m minus 1 into g. This should be the acceleration of that boy so that it can lift this block upward. That means a should be equal to capital M by small m minus 1 into g. So our option B will be correct, that is capital M by small m minus 1 into g. Thank you so much.